Well, good Monday morning to you. Sun is out right now. There's puffy clouds around. It rained last night for sure. Luckily, it hasn't hosed up the traffic too bad yet. It's just typical Monday morning traffic. It's supposed to be a cool day today. Right now, it's a brisk 60 degrees out. Nice morning. This weekend, we did some stuff. Saturday was chores day, which it tends to be at our house. Yesterday I decided to take Carolyn and head up to the California Science Center up in LA. If you haven't gone, it's a really fun place to go with kids. Great exhibits, and with the exception of parking, it's free, so it's economical. One of the main reasons I wanted to go up there. It was free. It was a cheap thing to do, and it's easy to spend the day there, which we did. Between that and the LA County Museum of Natural History, the Science Center. Carolyn's always liked science. It was an interesting day to kind of watch how she processed things. Carolyn tends to be visual. She tends to do things that are, or watch things, pay more attention to things that are visual. Or so I thought. But in watching her yesterday, what really seemed to grab and keep her attention wasn't the visual, but the tactile. The thing we went back to multiple times yesterday was the touch pools. At the Science Center, they have an exhibit called Ecosystems, where you can see the different ecosystems of the world. Rivers, oceans, the extremes of desert and the poles, even the LA basin, how that fits into the whole scheme of ecosystems. One of the areas was the rocky shore. And they have touch pools where you can touch sea stars, the sea cucumbers, sea urchins, anemones. She just loved that. She couldn't get enough of touching a slimy sea cucumber or feeling the kind of stickiness of the anemone as it kind of grabbed at her fingers. Very much a tactile experience, and I saw that throughout the day. If it was something that she could touch, feel, play with, then it caught her attention and kept it, where that didn't happen as much with things that weren't hands-on. Loves to read, but really didn't feel like reading those things. Now that may have been a little on the overwhelming side. There was so much stuff to do, so much stuff to see that maybe the reading was overwhelming, but it was interesting to watch her. I'm not sure how that translates into how to best shape the way she gets taught at school, or what modalities to use when teaching her, but it certainly is something very enlightening. Also found that she tends to think better in motion. An example is, she's been struggling a little bit with math. Well, there's a game on the Wii Fit where all you got to do is, they have like 4 bumpers around you, and there's numbers on these bumpers, and you have to shift your hips into the direction of those bumpers to quote-unquote bump them, and and there's numbers on those bumpers. You add them up to a specific number. In her case, the number was 10. So, for example, there might be a 7, a 5, and a 3 on the bumpers. You have to shift your hips to hit the 7 and the 3. That adds up to 10. You move on to the next puzzle. Carolyn has a hard time, it seems, with math. You ask her 7 plus 3, she's got to do 7, 8, 9, 10, count it out. We get her on the Wii Fit, she sees 7, 3, bang, bang, gets it. instantly. Yeah, it's probably partially the game aspect, but it's interesting that when there is a motion component, she quickly gets it. The answer is there, almost as if the motion helps pull in, rein in some of the brain activity and lets her focus. You know, me as a kid, heck, even today, I work better with a variety of sounds. Some of my best work and quickest work and more cohesive work is done when I've got the TV on and maybe something else in the background. I'm not watching, I'm not listening, but it is occupying my brain. I can tell you what happened on a TV show even though I'm not really actively paying attention. I noticed it when I used to play a lot more poker online. I noticed that I would do better if I played multiple tables at the same time. Why? My brain was occupied with moving from table to table and going so fast between them. Now we're talking 4 games at a time. My brain was moving so fast between them that it actually felt better. That occupation of my brain really helped me focus. I'd do better in the game, and I would just feel generally more satisfied overall. So I'm wondering if Carolyn is seeing something similar. We can't let her have TV or something like that when she's doing homework because absolute distraction. She can't focus on what she's supposed to do. But perhaps there is an element there. One thought I have, and it's something that there was a research in Ohio, a school tried this. The school put yoga balls in front of the desks instead of chairs. What they found was kids tended to perform better because that sitting on the yoga ball helped them get rid of the fidgetiness. You can't fidget on a yoga ball. You lift your feet off the yoga ball. You know, a kid in a normal chair will lean back, will twist around. You can't do that on a yoga ball. You do that, you're on your keister. You're falling on your butt. So the brain is occupied with keeping them in the seat, and that keeps them from fidgeting too much. They found the kids had attention span increased by 50%. Much better attention, much better test scores, because the physicality was taken care of. The need for physical motion and control, that part of their brain that needed that, was taken care of. In watching Carolyn, I think that may be something that would help. So I'm thinking I may create an area for her to do homework at home that requires her to sit on the yoga ball. That's her homework. And we'll see if maybe they're willing to try it at school as well. I'm more than willing to go get a yoga ball for that. So just some interesting insights. But if you want to have a good time, you're in Southern California, take the kids to the California Science Center. You'll have a great time. Adults will have as good a time as the kids. Hope you have a great Monday, and we'll talk to you later.